Hey, so I wanted to do this video why my foundation is my first priority and just go over five of my likes, just my own personal likes as to why I like my foundation and why it ended up being my main priority when I crossed the line or the finishing line. That is when the bulk of my stack gets transferred into something else. Who knows what that may be, with stuff like cryptos popping up, there's always new investments or the next best thing to be in. So when I do eventually cross the line, or whether it be an inflation or insurance or potential investment, when the bulk of my stack gets sold, it's going to be my foundation. And I just want to go over five likes why it's my first priority. So I'll jump straight into this. So the first like, as I display all of my foundation coins here, these are all capital gains tax raw mint coins, as I'm a UK resident, so I'm going to be displaying these. So the first like for me and reason as to why my foundation is my main first priority is going to be, it's just because it's buy and forget. So, I purchase this stuff and then it just does its thing from there until I need it for, as I just mentioned, one of the other reasons. Everyone has their own reason for why they stack either gold or silver foundation, i.e. just bulk weight bullion. That's what I'm saying, foundation. That's what it can just be referred to. BU, government minted bullion. For me, that's my foundation. I know foundation comes in many forms for many different people, but when I purchase this stuff, it's buy it and forget. I never want to have to see it again until I'm either doing a video like now, or it gets called upon for one of those reasons, whether we have some type of an economic crash, whether it's an insurance or a hedge or it's a potential investment cash out time. Silver skyrockets to a price where I think, okay, I'm in. That's the only time I'm going to ever want to see this stuff. So it's buy and hold. It's purely that. So I'm not, say with a collector coin, I'm going to be constantly checking, monitoring what's going on, checking eBay prices, checking what dealers are offering back for a certain collector coin, just trying to find the best time to sell that coin. Whereas with this, it's buy and forget about it, nothing more, nothing less. That's my foundation. On the very, very unfortunate, or hopefully fingers crossed, never occasion life throws me a curveball, or it'll be this stuff I'll be reaching out to liquidate. So that's my first reason as to why I really like my foundation. It's my main priority. It's purely because it's just buy and forget. So my second reason as to why I love my foundation as my first priority is going to be because it's hassle free. Now for me, it's true hassle free. We can see some of these coins now. If I pick up this one here, prior to getting into silver, I never wasn't even aware of milk spots, so it was all new to me. So once my foundation has came up with some type of imperfections, be it a spot, not sure if you guys can see that on this coin, you can't miss it. It's not of a concern to me, as I've moved forward and I understand what dealers want, what they look for. The general saying when it comes to bullion coins regarding spots, as we can see, this one's sporting some pretty good pop shots. You're going to be told it's a bullion coin, and that's that really. It's the industry saying, if you try to take this back and claim it had some type of imperfection, as you can see there, you're just going to be told it's a bullion coin, and what it is what it is. I'm not going to look to sell these as like a collector coin with some type of high premium. If I'm going to sell them, it's going to be around the same kind of price as bullion or whatever's tracking spot. So it's purely hassle free. The only hassle one's going to have, if I'm speaking on somebody else, is going to be picking whether you're going for a government minted coin, a generic piece, a bar, and then you're going to be worrying about storage. Other than that, take that all aside, it's hassle free. I'm wearing gloves today just because I can handle this stuff any way I wish and want. It's my foundation. Any dealer's going to take any one of these coins I'm displaying off of me in the condition that they are. They're not going to be pulling out a loop and start nitpicking. They want it purely for the metal content and maybe for what design and mint it comes from. Here in the UK, I'm never going to have a problem selling to 99% of the dealers any of the coins I'm displaying here. If anything, it would be these 2-ounce coins piece, but they've done just as popular now, so they'd just be as desirable. Whereas the average Joe may not know about the 2-ounce Queen's Beast, as it's something new that's just came back from the Royal Mint, or even any of these lunar coins I'm displaying. The Britannia, to a UK resident, all day, every day. You know, no matter what age they are, the older, the more they're going to know when it comes to one of these coins. So it's hassle free. You know, on top of buy and forget, I never need to worry about it. Damn near breaking out in just outright tarnish and spots could be the only thing. But when you're getting these encapsulated as they are in the tubes, there's anything that comes along with it is just coming with the territory. No dealer's going to pull you up on it unless you're trying to sell it to an individual on eBay as immaculate and for an extremely high price. So you know that's going to be reason number 2 as to why my foundation is my main priority. So now getting into reason number 3, which is quite a big one. It's stacking at the truest form. You know, so when we're talking the truest form, when we're looking at these coins, gold or silver, it is and always just going to be gold and silver. It's nothing more and nothing less. Now, I'm not one of those individuals that believe when the zombie apocalypse comes, you know, my collector coin is going to be worth what your generic is. I personally don't see that type of scenario happening, but when we're looking at it, what it basically is, it's just gold and it's silver. You're either going to have more gold or more silver, so you're getting into the fractionals, or you're getting higher. When we're talking about, when you look at something like an old coin that's got a lot of character that individuals like, it's got age on it, it just has, you know, so you're going to be purchasing a part of history now. They're not going to be making that no time soon. And then you enter into the collector coin realm when we're even looking at some of these coins that I'm displaying here that can technically be classed as collector coins, but in the end of the day, it's just gold and it's just silver. And I don't use that when I'm applying the strategy to collect the coins to help me get more, because it is, but a market has been opened now where we have a collector coin market as well. And I've shown for individuals that just say, well, I totally agree, and this is why I always stack this way. There is opportunities to help you stack more of this, doing the other thing. But in the end of the day, it is a message that I have taken on board and absorbed. It's stacking at its truest form. You know, if you want to pick a certain type of coin, as I've done, I've not gone for just pure generic weight. I've picked these for a specific reason that I've mentioned in videos, but in the end of the day, it's going to be the specific coin I've chose in this metal at the closest to what I find acceptable spot price. So it's stacking at its truest form. When you're dealing with your foundation, you're going to be stacking silver, you're going to be stacking gold. It's weight stacking. You know, each individual applies it different, as I mentioned, why a government minted coin, a generic coin, or a bar, but it's stacking at its truest form in my opinion. So that's going to be reason number 3 as to why my foundation is my number 1 pick for me and my first priority. So as we take a look into that, so we're going to get into reason number 4, and that is going to be because my foundation is most liquid. You know, if I run into any types of problems, I know that and the most important thing here once again is if I picked the right foundation coin for my location and just for me in general. Let me give an example, a lot of the collector coins that I've sold, I've sold even 90% of them that you've seen me trade or sell on my channel. I'm in the UK. I'd say 98% of UK dealers wouldn't be interested. At best, they would offer me spot price. Let's take the Santa Maria ship coin, for instance. I'd be offered spot price for that coin from a UK dealer. As ludicrous as it sounds, it's just where I am in the market that they sell to. So there's no market for it. So my foundation, when I was mentioning once upon a time that I wanted my stack to be Brexit proof, I mean, if the gates and the borders close tomorrow, I want to have a stack where I am, I can benefit from it in the maximum way, and that's going to be with my foundation in these types of coins I'm displaying right here. There's going to be no dealers that will turn my stack away, and that's what I want. I don't want to be in a situation where I've got all of my coins, and for instance, it can be a whole load of even Perth Mint coins, as nice as they are. The odd larger dealers that do take them can get very picky and fussy, and they may not offer the kind of prices I'm looking for. But when we're looking at this, 99% of dealers in the UK wouldn't turn it away. A lot of the German dealers I deal with wouldn't turn them away. Even literally the perfect run-up of what I have right here. So this is my foundation. It's the most liquid stuff that I have within my entire stack, and that's what I want it to be. Come time to sell, I don't want to be stuck in a situation where I'm forced to take a price I don't want. I'm aware and I've pre-planned that in advance, and this is going to be what we're looking at here, exactly what's going to get and help me achieve that. So that's going to be my foundation coins right here. So this is why it's number one for me. Until you're in that position, you don't understand how important it is. I have other assets that nothing to do with metals right now that I would love to liquidate, but I can't. You know, that's one of the great things about metals. You know, it has its spot price, whereas other things you're forced to fire sell, basically. So when you're in a situation like that and you can get a good price, you know, when you're forced to sell for unforeseen reasons, or you just want to liquidate real quickly, it's great to know that a dealer anywhere located on the planet is going to take what you've got right here. If I was going to add another coin, it would be the Perth Kangaroo. I mean, worldwide, that's becoming very acceptable and world renowned. You know, it's rivaling the Britannia and the Eagle being the most famous silver coin. But I have no doubt I could sell some of these to an American dealer, you know, a UK dealer, a German dealer, worldwide. So it's very liquid, and it's that top priority for me come time to liquidate. It's the most liquid. So that's going to be reason number 4 as to why my foundation is my number 1 priority. Now the last one's going to be more of a personal point here, and that's that I think that both are extremely underpriced. Now when I say both, I'm talking about gold and silver here. So it's something I'm loading up on because of the investment potential that I can see. I can't give you no technical analysis as to why I believe it's underpriced. I would say if I was going to make it the real long, real short, they have a good thing going on with the bubbles that they've created, and for those bubbles to look appealing and even have individuals invest in them, they need to make the other option, which is going to be your metals and other types of commodities, look unappealing. That's the long short, you know. So with that in mind, it's like I'm able to look at things with my own personal judgment or something I may be interested in and think, that's a good price, that's a good bargain, you're getting at a good price, it should be this. If I was going to look at your average 1 ounce coin now, and even a 1 ounce gold coin, I don't have no gold. If we're looking at gold, if something like Bitcoin can easily surpass gold, and we're talking digital there, absolutely numbers and digits out there, you know, nothing solid that you can hold. You're not going to be getting any, you know, your pings and nothing. I would say gold would be around £5,000 sterling. That's just off the top of my head at releasing this right now. You're looking at about $6,500. If we was talking silver, once again, my own prices off of from my own random part of my mind, tinfoil hat self, I would say this should be anywhere from £90, $100 to $120. So getting it around the prices that we're getting it for now, at some point on my watch, hopefully sooner than later, I could easily see it up in those prices. So this is another reason why I've gone in hard on the foundation coins, as I believe there will be some type of price correction, and you know, the longer it takes, the better it's going to look. So that's my top 5 reasons as to why my foundation is my first priority. It'd be fantastic to know whether you guys have foundation first, or is it your collector coins, your historic coins? Which ones do you guys prioritize first? I've mentioned before that I flip the collector coins so I can pick up more of this stuff here, so it'd be great to know which way and which order you guys see it, whether your foundation is your main priority or it's collector coins all the way. You know, a collector coin for me is a risk worth taking, but in the end of the day, they need to be sold to another collector. I take that on board. I've sold collector coins, and if there's no other collectors or no collector out there to buy it, you could be left with a ticking time bomb on your hand, regardless of how fantastic the design is. So it'd be great to know your thoughts in the comments. Hate or love it, guys. Let me know what you think of this video. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to follow me on the other platforms that I've left in the descriptions, and I'll catch you guys on the rebound.